here, people. Y'all know when I come correct. Open for business. That would be Don LeBron brand record label out of the Bronx. Hold on, he got work out here. Let me put him right there. You know what I mean? He got work out here. It's that hip hop shit. Bronx, New York. Make sure y'all go check him out. Don LeBron Records. If y'all follow me on IG at I am Gully TV _ you already know about Don LeBron. That's Splash Alka. I just uploaded his 8-track EP about a week ago. We still in the underground, but yeah, we open for business. Don LeBron, shout out to you. Make sure y'all pull up to my pop-up this weekend in DC. Dribble God Blow G is launching. Shout out to the Penthouse. Sparky, what up? And y'all already know the PA Knicks will be in the building. So, y'all come on in here. Let's discuss these parties these niggas is having. Shout out to Don LeBron, though. New record label launching out of the Bronx. Splash Alka, independent. He doing all his production, mixing. And y'all already heard his music on this channel, so go ahead and check him out. Boom, 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 boom. All right. They said the Zest Fest 2K23 recap when I get some Wi-Fi. Hey, yo. Check it. Oh, my goodness. Tell me what y'all think about these pictures, man. These pictures. These zesty-ass pictures, man. God damn. What do y'all think about the pictures? What do y'all? Big Who, what's up, pimp? Make sure you come pull up on me in DC this weekend, man. A lot of the MCs from Pillmatic gonna be there. He said, I've been working. Launching this string. Come see me in DC. Come see me in the flesh. I'm had the MCs there. The Divas gonna be there. The Fly Cars gonna be there. You know, got a couple niggas coming from the BBS boys and shit. And the Buddha's gonna be there. Several strains. Mainly mine though. Dribble God Blow G. Speaking of Blow G, let's get it shaking. He said the pick is mad sus. I've been listening to people talk about these parties and the industry rituals. What's my man name? The rap would have me. Ali Vegas did an interview on Doggy Diamond some years ago when he was talking about some strange shit that goes on in music. Until today, I thought everybody that talked about that shit was exaggerating and mad because they were left out of the loop. The success loop, because that's where a lot of this freaky shit seems to be going on at when they get to climbing the loop and shit, climbing up into the loop. He said, DC fucking with you. Make sure y'all coming, man. He said, KC, we gonna get around. We gotta lock up the DMV first. Marijuana went legal in the DMV July 1st, so Penthouse is out of Baltimore. Shout out to them. Shout out to Birdman. And we launching in the DMV. DC, Baltimore, of course. Then we on to Jersey on the 22nd. New Jersey, 22nd of July. We at the... Follow me on IG so y'all can keep up, yo. Anyway, he said, Gip and Cujo Goody said the same thing on your IG. I wanted to point that out. It's a lot of Goody Mob members on my Instagram page this morning. There's a lot of Goody Mob members on my page this morning, and these are guys who rapped about, they had a lot of blackness with it, a lot of revolutionary shit with a lot of black, a lot of soul food. And Gip, per se, has been doing a lot of interviews on different platforms, and he, to me, he kind of started to appear like he was disgruntled or disturbed about something, like he was upset about something. You know, kind of like maybe he was hating or something like that. And it's all out in the open now. It's all out in front of us. They saying that it kind of looked at like a slave auction. But I don't know what these guys is doing. There was gentlemen there partying with their derriere out. It was guys there partying, man, with their backside out. And this is just something that we don't do. We don't party with guys like that. I remember thinking to myself that people was exaggerating about all of this shit. Like, why would somebody that's rapping or somebody that's from the inner city get put in a situation where they, being fondled or got to do anything that's immoral, especially physically or sexually immoral? And go look at this picture on my Instagram page at I am Gully TV _ of Joel Embiid. There's a gentleman fondling Joel Embiid. It's a he's not just fondling, he's gazing into his eyes like, damn Joel, damn you Joel. I just don't know what to say. I more so came here this morning to see what y'all have to say in response to this, because after all, I don't really be seeing no niggas from the 90s in these parties. They said Hov was there, I don't know, but the music that I come up on, they just wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They just wouldn't do it. They just wouldn't do it. He said H, so which Galaxy phone did you get? I got an iPhone 14. I gotta be able to airdrop with my shit. Yeah, I'm an airdropper. If the sidekick, I can't remember who, T-Mobile sidekick, if that came with airdrop, I go back to my sidekick. That's my favorite phone. So he said that's what happened when Cuddy and them other 6 foot plus niggas start wearing blouses and dresses publicly. Is this the reason why? Is this a similar environment that Pusha T was out when he had on the socks that came up to his knees? Is this one of this is kind of like the same element, right? And why is Meek Mill getting it so bad? Why is Meek getting it so bad? Gas face. Men are not being men anymore. Meek is indoctrinated in that shit. He seemed unfazed. Let's talk about the young black man briefly. Gifted and black he is. They seem to have a thing for him and shit. I think maybe it's his complexion. I think they like that dark skin. They like that dark black ass skin. I think they get supercharged about being around it. As a matter of fact, I was watching a documentary. I was watching a documentary about this guy. He's filthy rich. He got his own island and shit like the Epstein nigga and shit like that. And he got a thing with black girls and shit, like getting chicks from Africa. Stem cell research. They seem to think that our genetics, our blackness, the blacker the berry, the more potent. They seem to feel that we can stop the aging process. They feel that there's something in our blood that can stop the aging process and do a whole bunch of, medical phenomenons and shit like that. But I think that they got a thing for dark-skinned niggas, man. Straight up. Dirk, Jack Harlow, it was many motherfuckers there, but everyone talking about Meek. Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, he did bunny hop, so people kind of like put him in another. He said, what's the name of the doc? The name of the doc is that show that got those infamous situations that happened in Hollywood. I can't remember the name, but Hulk Hogan was on there calling people niggers. It was a lady that trimmed Dennis Rodman out of all his money. I think her name was Peggy. She trimmed Dennis Rodman out of all his money. The murder of Lorenzen Wright was there. It's on Sling or Hulu, one of them joints. But you'll see it. He said Tree Reinhardt. He said, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, check that joint out. I think you'll be very, very, there's some eyebrow-raising scenes in that joint, some of the stuff that he says. He said, take a real good look at the industry then and now. I got to say that this shit wasn't happening to Chuck and them. I just don't see Chuck and them being invited to them types of parties. I don't see them guys being involved in them. I don't know what's so fashionable about being in these elements. I mean, it was the 4th of July. Maybe that was the place to be for the elites, but it, knowing what's going on there, and maybe it was some people's first time after going there and seeing there was a man there with his behind out, you might want to reconsider being in that crowd and shit. Straight up. He said, "Where have you been?" "I've been working. You got to follow me on Instagram at I am Gully TV _. I only take care of real business, man. I don't have the time to come up here and talk about the frivolous. I got functioning business investments that's popping right now. And I've been putting all my emphasis into that. I ain't gonna sit back and watch the dispensaries get rich while all of us went to prison for it and shit. I got weed charges on my jacket from back in the day and shit. They owe me. I got to get right. You know what I'm saying?" He said, "Gully, you better not hit them parties." Somebody said that on Instagram. I don't even drink. There's no reason for me to even. They could have had the baddest bitches in there. If you can't smoke your weed and move around like you want, I'm good out in the parking lot. Straight up. Terry Crews brought his wife to one of those parties and was embarrassed. Yeah, I seen him speaking about that before. Reese, what's up? Apes are 5 other beings. Other races are 6. We are 9. Look at how far apart intellectually they are to apes, with one difference is we are 3 others apart. My man said Terry Crews let a man grab his joint in front of his wife. Why do they go to these parties and shit? Why do they go to these parties? Is this like a I don't know, a networking opportunity? You got to be there on some freaky shit or amongst these freaky people to go to the next level. What happened to grinding? What happened to grinding, man? I don't understand. I can't relate to none of it. What happened to grinding from the muscle? What happened to grinding from the muscle? There's people that made it that didn't do it. I don't think NWA was invited to none of them parties. Y'all think NWA was around? Willie D? They don't invite them kind of niggas to them parties, huh? My man said, "Can we get the dribble guard strain in Philly on Sunday?" Man, I don't sell drugs, man. You got to come to the pop-up, man, and get it where it's legitimate at. I don't do no drug dealing. And I definitely ain't coming to Philly to serve no fucking body. Who the fuck go to Philly to serve niggas? Hey, yo. Have you watched the news? Have you seen the most recent wreck? The dude with the AR-15 killed 5 people, injured 2 kids. Have you seen that shit? They did that to children, a 2-year-old. Are you serious? Ant, you gotta be. He said, "Where's the beer, big bro?" Same thing my shorty said. It had to go, man. When that shit get to growing and they get big, it's hot outside, man. It's summertime and shit. Like, it's like having would you like a rug on your face in the summertime? I had to cut the rug down. It'll be back. Yeah, I had to get the rug off, man. It'll be back, though. He said Meek was looking shaky at the party, bro. He did, man. He kind of looked it, man. I don't know what to say about Young Blood, man. I wish him the best, man, but I don't know. Maybe he knows something I don't. This I'm sure of at this point in life. Let's dead the paper chasing thing, because I've deaded it in my real life. I deaded that whole theory, the paper chaser thing. I've, like a lot of people, have announced myself in the past as a paper chaser. Anyone that's chasing isn't in control. So I denounce that. I stand down from that. I live my life under that theory, and the chasing almost it often it'll land you somewhere. So I denounce the whole paper chaser thing. I'm more into this. I'm approaching life like this. Because it just dawned on me. I'm going to share this with y'all. And it'll probably give y'all a little bit more clarity of why y'all haven't been seeing me. I've been working, but I was listening to some philosophers, and this philosopher said the rich man isn't the guy with all the money, but the guy who has... The rich man isn't the guy with money, but the guy who has the least desires. That's the one that's rich, right? And then I took a step back to look at myself and my situation and my platform, my business ventures, because I never ever took a step back to admire what the fuck I did, because I was chasing. I never stepped. So I happened to pause and take a step back and look at this shit. The wonderful world of Gully TV, what I built. I said, God damn. Where else is it to go? Where else is it to go? There's no next level for me. If I was to touch $10 million tomorrow, my top desire is going to be to go somewhere and play basketball. My top desire, what makes me whole, what makes me feel good, what makes my dick hard, what makes me to the highest peak is a basketball. You feel me? I said, man, nigga, you rich already. You rich already. Your friends is NBA niggas. You know what I'm saying? Your friends is NBA niggas. You work out with NBA niggas. You friends with the street ball niggas. I've been embraced by my heaven where I was trying to go, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. I'm here. You feel me? So, in regards to them niggas, right? I don't know why they selling their ass. I don't know why they selling their ass. Where are you going to go? What's the next level for you? You got money. You got a refrigerator. Let's get back to the basics, right? What we started this shit for. And you know what? I never heard nobody say it but DMX. DMX was the only rapper ever that I heard say, all I want is a couple dollars. I remember when he said it. They asked him what he was in it for, and he was like, health, family, keep my head right, and just a couple dollars. He said just a couple dollars. He put that on the minimum. So I don't understand why these niggas is doing this shit. Who are you trying to prove something to? Where are you going? Where are you going? What's the next level for you? You can't tell me that my life can get better than fucking with the NBA. That's where I wanted to go from the beginning. I wanted to play at Georgia Tech. I was in Georgia Tech shooting ball. I was on the court. You feel me? So there's no reason for me to jeopardize my life or do anything that's detrimental to me when it's already going good. Like my man Keegan King Odie say, I don't come around much when shit going right. So he said we would never understand it. We're not in that lifestyle. Well, actually you are and shit. My man said happiness is based on your own interpretation. I went and did a basketball camp with my son, right? My son, he went through basketball camp. I'm a natural basketball player. I went to every day of his camp like I was in camp. I kind of was in camp. I was doing the drills too. But can't nothing for me get better than that. It's nothing. There was nothing better. I interviewed Marvin O'Connor in Philly and shit. He told me, man, the Turco and Mott still play basketball. That's a legend. He played for Coppin State and Glen Mill. I said, for real? He's probably 50. He said, yeah, man, niggas don't never stop doing this shit. He said, niggas know they gotta go to work on Monday. He said, niggas know they gotta go to work on Monday, man. Niggas be out there getting a rack, man. Going to work all broke up. You know what I mean? Limping back to the job and shit like that. So, just so y'all know that. He said Westbrook wears skirts and he got plenty money. We never really seen nobody touching Westbrook. We haven't. They touching people now and shit. It's escalated. It's went someplace. Shout out Youngstown, Ohio. Thank you. Make sure y'all follow me on IG so y'all can see them pictures if you ain't seen it for yourself. And make sure y'all go check out Splash Alka's EP. I just uploaded it last week. I gave him some. It's fire. He produced it himself. Look forward to him on Pillmatic 2. We started recording Pillmatic 2 already. Shout out to Knowledge the Pirate, P.A. Dre, Big Who, everybody that's you already know. He said, who got touched? Go look at the picture of Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid look like he's in a embrace that he was shared with a woman. Yeah. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. I got to understand when it's arrived. I've been here for a minute, man. I get picked up in Beverly Hills by Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory in the Range Rover. We go to Mr. Child's Eat Talk Business and shit. Then he go and tell me the history of Groove Theory. I've been doing my own thing. Hey, yo, how the fuck did I get that situation? I used to play that record in my whip in 96. How did I get in that situation? Gotta be godly, man. Straight up. Where y'all trying to go? Where y'all trying to go? I was in a hotel in Beverly Hills. They was treating me like a regular resident. Until Yuck Mouth came in the lobby. They went crazy. Yuck Mouth came in there like, I'm here to see Jamil, Lindsey. Oh, Gully TV. Tell them. They called my room. Hey, man, Yuck Mouth's down here in the lobby. They going crazy and shit. These are my friends, my associates. Yuck Mouth pulled up to bring me the Buddha. He pulled up to bring me the Buddha. Shout out to Yuck Mouth. It's Blow G, it's a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? He said Yuck Mouth be clean. Yeah, Yuck Mouth fly guy from out there in Oakland. Shit, that's my dude, man. Mac Mall, who's originally from Detroit. Y'all probably didn't know that. I knew it was something about Maul. Maul just had that player style all over him and shit. Spent time between Oakland and Detroit, but I believe he was born in Detroit. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all had a wonderful holiday. Speaking of Yuck Mouth, I got this artifact that I'm gonna end up, we got a new crib now and shit. I'm probably gonna start building my man cave situation. But this is the t-shirt. This t-shirt, it got holes in it now. Got holes in it. See the hole? It's dingy. A Gildan shirt. I want the interview Haitian Jack. My homegirl, she spelled it wrong. She spelled Haitian wrong. She spelled it wrong, but I still rocked it, and it still worked. Y'all ain't gonna never be able to witness such marketing greatness again in your lifetimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is pure genius. This is pure genius, yo, but this is just the hustle at me, man. And you know what? I had no idea about Jack's reputation. I just knew that they said that he was flashy and he had some dope pictures on Instagram, looked like he can dress. I wanted to talk to the nigga about clothes and shit like that. I didn't know the depth of what he was into or who exactly I was rolling with until I got home and motherfuckers started filling in the blanks in the comments and people wanted to talk because they ain't gonna talk to him and shit. There's people that been having shit on their chest that they wanted to say to him since the robbery. A lot of them, bro, they voiced their concerns with me. Yeah, that nigga did this and that. Man, what you telling me for, man? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, man. What you think, I'm gonna give you a refund or something? Dribble God Blow G, man. Make sure y'all at my pop-up, though. Word up. Only Wallace, what's up, G? I ain't seen you in a minute. What, you don't believe in the dribble no more? You don't believe in the dribble no more? Didn't you see I put this man's name on my chest? This could be you. I should get another t-shirt made and say, your name here. Because I wear your name on my shirt. That go for all you MCs, all you clothing designers, whatever it is that you do. If you do it on the highest level and you want somebody to know about you, fuck with the dribble. Y'all like the video? Almost 600 people in here. Y'all like the video, man. Get y'all weight up, man. Good morning. Y'all probably can get a dozen for a dime at the pop-up shop. Get a dozen for the price of a dime. Pull up. Unkasa gonna be there. The opioid era. Y'all seen them on my channel from VA. They gonna be there. Frio gonna be there. I got a couple of the street stars from DC. You know they gonna be in the building. You gonna see them niggas, man. They gonna come through and show their face. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eon Williams and shit. You gonna see these guys, man. It's gonna be an incredible experience, the first of its kind. Gully TV, fashion and literature. Fashion and literature pop up. Hosted by Penthouse Cannabis. You know what I mean? He said, what you think about Pusha T and Jim Jones? My Instagram page had a lot to do with the acceleration of that beef. People need to know that. I was talking my shit. If y'all been following my platform, y'all seen how I fell on my face in support of the Diplomats in Madison Square Garden. I'm still down, though. I felt that the Dips could have played certain music that they could have put up a fight. I'm a devout Diplomat fan. I'm one of the last. I'm one of the last of its kind. A proud Diplomat fan. You know, in creme de la creme hustler music, right? And I said to City, who I speak to, you know, pretty often, we rap shit. I said, "Say, Jimmy can win this battle if he start talking that hustler shit. Pusha too intricate." I told him, I said, Pusha too intricate. Pusha had dropped already, too. Tow him up, tow Jimmy ass up. That first little slick shit he said about his ice and, you know, all of that shit. Tow him up. I posted on my IG. I'm saying to myself, there's only one way out of it. There's only one way out of it. I've always implied the same tactics. Run up on me. I'm going to hustler protocol. I'm going straight to talking hustler shit to you. And that's what Jimmy did. Jim started talking about them 12-12 skinnies. Them 12-12 skinnies from the, what'd he say? From the Aki spot after getting the 500 grams out the Poppy spot. Y'all heard him. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that if Jim approached this shit with the same spirit as the ghost of Rich Porter, he could exist in this battle. And he did it. Boom. So let's get this understood. Jim can't lose in this battle because he fired off. Custom Motto told Muhammad Ali, George Foreman's a bully. You run over there and punch him in his face and get it shaken. Jim fired off on him. Wah, wah. Right? Got the streets to talking. People were very impressed. People underestimated Capo. Let's take off the Max B stigma off of him. He's a rapper now. He's been a rapper for several years now. At this point, he could write his own raps. Got it? Jimmy came with the hustler shit. Somebody sent me a record yesterday that Pusha T did. I don't know why. It ain't getting the same publicity as Jim. And he told Jimmy up. He talked about Jimmy and Game both being snakes. They similar. The way they turned on G Unit and Dipset. He went through it. But at this point, it's a draw. Jim Jones, most improved rapper ever. From day one until now, he's come a long way. I think I can agree with that. He said the AI be fooling y'all. So that was an AI song? That's some sucker shit, man. I know. Come on, cut it the fuck out, man. Hey, them AI niggas write lyrics? Wow. So who wrote that? So who wrote it? Hold on. If Pusha used that Alpo talking about Chrissy, Max B did all of that already. He said, yeah, they do it all. They write raps? Come the fuck on. If they write raps, everybody should be against that shit. Everybody should be against that shit, especially rappers. Real rappers should be against that shit. They stealing. They stealing. They done figured out a high-tech word to steal. They gonna steal it. They stealing. They stealing. Now this is digital theft. Digital theft. He said they are. There's no way they can create that on their own. There's some black people was involved with that shit. There was some niggas involved with that shit. Digital pilfering. It's a pilferage. That's why Simba said hip hop is Styles P said, how the fuck we gonna replace man? He not feeling it. I ain't feeling it either. Type in what you want to rap about and get the voice. But that AI song did research on Jim Jones in the game. Hold on, man. All that you saying sounds good, but you know the truth. That last Pusha joint was a Vulcan death grip. I told my man this. My man, all my niggas on, they all on Pusha T side, right? Pusha T can't dim Jim. Pusha T cannot dim Jim Jones's light. At the end of the day, Pusha T cannot dim Jim Jones's light. He can't. He can't. He can't. Jim got too much ammunition, history, all of it. Y'all gotta understand that all of it account for something. Even being in the park rumbling them Junior Mafia niggas. He was in there rumbling. He was in there rumbling. He took them licks. Whatever you want to say about it. Whatever you want to say about it. It looked like G shit to me. Looked like G shit to me. He said, we cannot compare to Harlem, New York. Nah, it's not about that. It's about music. It ain't about the region. It has nothing to do with that. The Clips can rap. They can rap their ass off. Gully, we've been waiting for your live. These other YouTube creators are falling off. No real subject matter. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. The power of being obscure. The power of being obscure. Y'all can come fly with me, man. Grow with me, because I'm constantly growing and shit. I ain't the same nigga I was 5 minutes ago. I improve at the speed of light. Fly with me. Dribble God. I did it on purpose. I wanted y'all to see what the fuck y'all was working with. It's a difference. It's a difference. Me and then the rest of these niggas. Yeah. I did it on purpose. What books y'all read? No, but no, Wally, I can't wait to meet you and shake your hand, my nigga. I don't know about that situation. Oh, I have to speak on this briefly. Redman said that he decided not to be a part of Power because of the jizzab and shit, right? Shout out to Redman standing on principle and protecting your motherfucking life. 50 Cent in response to it made a post and said something like, yeah, you refused the jab and you didn't get on the #1 show in Black and Latino households. Blase, blase. I took the shot. Ha, ha, ha. That ain't real. That's not real shit. That's not real shit. That's not real shit, 50. 50, that's not real shit. Number one, I don't believe you. Number one, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, number one. I don't. You got too much goddamn sense to roll the dice like that. Ain't the rest of us ain't did the shit. I know you ain't did it because you want to be here to spend that money that you have and shit. We seen some things that happened to some people and shit. Everybody didn't take it correctly and shit. I'm gonna get up off that topic, but when he said that Power was the number one show in Black and Latino households, my nigga, Redman flew out the gate as a hip hop artist and went directly to pop culture. Redman been a white folks rapper since early in his career, embraced by the stoners, rock stars, skateboarders, and all of that shit. He's bigger than life. He's bigger than life. He's bigger than life already and shit. So him not participating in the show, you seen what he did and shit. He said, nah, I'm good and shit. He said, nah, I'm good. I self, Lord, am master. Right. He said 50 might have been forced to tizake it and shit. Whatever the case, that's not Southside. That shit that post that he made, that's not Southside. That's not Southside Queens philosophy and shit. That's not Southside logic. He made the money a priority above health, and that's retarded. That's retardation. I know he didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. He said cosmic slop facts. Oh yeah. Reggie Noble. How high? Them niggas been flying around all over the place off reefer. The rest of the country caught up. Straight up. He said, nah, that ain't Southside. Nah, that ain't Southside. That ain't where we come from. We don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? We black and shit. We got a natural instinct to survive because all of the shit that we have against us and shit. I don't think nobody has a greater instinct to survive and shit. So with that being said, you're not gonna roll the dice, not even with the reputation of it. Not even with the reputation of it. Y'all know all it takes is one person to start running and shit. Niggas gonna take off running and shit. That's how we is and shit. We stand in some place, a nigga take off running. Everybody break the fuck out. Cause he said he black, he look like us. He said it's time to skip. We'll figure this shit out later. He said, you mad you ain't get invited to Michael Rubin party? I don't even know who Michael Rubin is. I don't even know who Michael Rubin is. I'm serious. He said, y'all be sleeping on how far these dudes will go to get these riches. I don't know which one of the celebrities or athletes that's no longer with us, whose family flat out said, yo, this is what happened. But I'm just saying, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, and some other things that went down, man, that just kind of didn't look right and shit. It's probably others. I'm just stumbling. I'm going to get up off the tizop because y'all know how they do. He owns the Sixers and Five Belows. Hold on. He owns the Sixers. So what's the big deal about that? So he owned the Sixers. He owned the Sixers and he could just, oh, that's why he got Joel. Oh man. That's why he got Embiid all like that. Oh, damn. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. Rest in peace, Marvelous Marvin. He's a multi-billionaire. What that got to do with black folks? We gotta put the brakes on this shit. I did in my life. I'm starting to get control and shit. My dribble is getting better. I've always said it to y'all. I'm trying to get my dribble right, and I'm still trying to do it. But y'all better get out that I've been on here talking a lot of extravagant shit. And if you work for it, we black, we regal people. We come from regal bloodline, kings and queens, where adorned with jewelry and all of that type of shit. I think in real life, people need to start minimizing the materialism shit is taking control of our lives and shit. Oh my God. I remember when this shit didn't matter like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember when it didn't matter like that. I remember a time, I remember selling drugs as a kid, you know, this in my past, and not knowing where to spend the money. You a kid, so you only buying, you know, Nintendo and shit like that. I got all the Nintendo tapes. I got every rap CD. I got all the sneakers. I'm still a kid. I live at home with my mother and shit. And, you know, you don't even know what to buy. That's why you got them stories about Young Boys Incorporated. Them young niggas was having shoe boxes full of money in the house and shoe boxes and shit. That's because they didn't even know what the fuck to buy. Now, it's endless shit to buy. All of a fucking sudden, there's all this shit that we got to buy. And I remember it wasn't like that. I remember it wasn't like that. I remember it wasn't like that, man. I remember it wasn't like that. I remember it wasn't like that. I'm serious. I'm serious. You got a car. You got a moped and shit. You a kid. You still live at home. You still go to the boys club. I was getting money, still going to free lunches and shit. Still playing summer league, whole summer league squad getting money and shit. Everybody 14, 15. And what do you do with the money? Buy sneakers and toys and pizza and shit. And fucking McDonald's and shit. I was telling somebody that. They looked at me like I was crazy. When we first started getting money, we was going to McDonald's a lot. We was going to McDonald's a lot because now we can get 2 burgers and shit. You know what I'm saying? We never left McDonald's full as kids and shit. You know what I mean? You might have left satisfied, but you didn't leave full and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now we can get 2 quarter pounders with cheese. We can get the milkshake, the pot, everything. We can get the whole shit. Y'all think y'all laughing. Y'all laughing. Y'all laughing, man. This is when McDonald's was good. He said, Baby Ray, Raymond Peoples. He said the most expensive thing was like a color TV back in the day. My man said supersize with the orange high C. Bird Gang particularly, that first MOB tape went because Jim, Max B, and Stax is on there. Jim never dropped the ball, though. After those guys weren't around anymore, he didn't drop the ball anymore. Go listen to this song called Baggage Claim by Jim Jones. It's him in Sin City. That song right there, that was his breakout joint. As far as, you knew right there from that video on that he was on his own because the shit that he spoke and he continued to escalate. He said, what I miss. Good morning to you. He said the apple pies was fire. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. 700 people here. 200 likes. Y'all got to do better. I don't be on here with my Cash App posted, man. The currency is participation. Share my shit, like my shit. Basketball is a team sport. We don't got to be on the court for everybody to get an assist. You want to get an assist? Help somebody today. We still recording triple doubles in real life. Get an assist today. He said, McDonald's food is not worthy. Nah, it ain't no good no more. It's dangerous. Probably was dangerous back then, but that shit sure did taste good. I ain't ate McDonald's food in like, probably like 25 years or something like that. I never seen Jim as a hot rapper or Pusha T. How long has it been since you had a real cheeseburger? Probably like since that documentary What the Health came out. However old the documentary What the Health is, it's probably like 5 years, 6 years. It might be older than that, but when I seen that What the Health shit, that was the end of that. That was the end of that. Meat ain't right, not in America. When I'm overseas and shit like that, I might try their chicken. This a Caribbean raised chicken. This a Caribbean raised chicken right here. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one right here. But America, fuck that. To eat fish. Yes. I'm starting to hear bad things about salmon. Be careful. People who pescatarian eat a lot of salmon. Be careful with the salmon. It's under investigation right now. You heard it here first. Yes, sir. Pillmatic too. He said no tilapia either. No tilapia, no swai. I ate some swai recently. One of my aunts gave it to me. I didn't know. Then I got information. It's lab raised, or don't eat swai. Don't eat fucking tilapia either. I went to a one of them buffets recently and shit. One of them Chinese buffets recently when they got all food out. And a couple of them dishes, it said fish, right? It said fish. It didn't say what type of fish it was. It just said fish. I told my people, I said, don't eat that. If they don't tell you what the fuck that is, that's tilapia. They in the business. They flip it. They in the business. They in the business. I'm telling you. They in the business. They trying to get money and shit. He said tilapia wild caught. No, it ain't. That shit create. You can't get that shit out no streams nowhere in the world. Which streams you find tilapia in? He said the red snapper is a saltwater fish. They got a whole bunch of snappers. They got orange, yellow, and a bunch. It's a few snappers and shit. I was in Antigua and shit. We got to catch up. The first time that I believe I was served a dish with the fish with the head on it and shit, I was around some Jamaican niggas and shit, me and my cousin, and they put it on our plate. And I'm like, damn, I ain't about to eat no motherfucking fish head and shit, or no, they just put it on my plate and shit. And I didn't know, with my country ass at the time, they gave me a whole red snapper. That's how it's fucking, that's how they give it to you and shit when it come fresh, when it comes straight out the water. The head's still on it, and it got bones in it and shit like that. These fishes don't even be having bones in it no more. The best thing you do is go fishing for your own fish or go hunting for your own food or grow your own fruits and vegetables if you can afford it. Why is Zip demolishing Mr. Campbell like that? I don't know. I ain't a part of that loop no more. At 100%, I'm not a part of it anymore. I don't follow them anymore. Anybody to be reckoning shit like that. Me and Zip with the Drip, we got a hip-hop musical relationship and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that's on some sucker shit, some bullshit, we've been on here a long time. Do y'all understand that? We've been on here a long time. If you still beefing with a motherfucker on here after some years and shit like that, you probably retarded or ain't got nothing else to do and shit. Like, I had some issues with a motherfucker that was serious. That shit with OBH, that was serious, live, for real. I mean, not OBH, but Dark Low and shit. That, you know, it was egos behind it that pushed it over and over and over and shit. It was like, Philly nigga, Erie nigga, Philly nigga, Erie nigga. Just, you know what I'm saying? And it played out in front of everybody, but this is something that probably goes on and shit. But the rest of it, I don't even want to be seen with them niggas. I don't want to be seen with them niggas, man. I'm a professional, man. They was fucking my shit up, man. A lot of shit that was going on was fucking my shit up, man, because it was getting attached to my shit, you know what I'm saying? And fuck that. He said, I remember that. It was funny as hell and shit. After a while and shit, that became a business for us. I believe that they understood what Dark Low got in trouble, but King Erner for sure. King Erner started to understand this is a business. This a business. You know what I mean? Say what you want, get your check and move on and shit. Say what you want, sell your, you do your thing and move on. I know for a fact that most niggas understand, that this is a business. But anyway, they got the censorship shit turned up to the point that they not even gonna let no internet beefs be monetized. So niggas be doing this shit. The niggas that you see still doing that goofy shit, they doing it for free. He said Nas is a sellout. He keeps selling Henny. If he's a brand ambassador for Hennessy, I don't see no wrong with it. Don't drink that shit. Don't drink that shit. Hip hop made that shit something that motherfuckers like to drink. They did. They did. I watched it happen. Tupac and different motherfuckers, like the cognac thing, they niggas created that shit, yo. That shit don't even taste good. Shit nasty as fuck, how you dehydrate, how your stomach all fucked up. Niggas be drinking that shit. Know that shit fuck you up. He said Hennessy only, let me tell you something. I be in environments where if you ask for that shit, people gonna know that you from the ghetto and you poor. Hey, yo, they don't even be having that shit. In the Willie spots, yo, like, come on, man. He said, ask for Remy. Or you might want to ask for some type of cognac. They just gonna know that they gonna be like, yo, this motherfucker don't belong up in here and shit. He said there's higher versions of cognac available. That's what I'm implying, yo. He said, nah, that's number one drink. Bruce Lee was the first with the Hennessy bottle. Maybe he drank it. They not serving real Henny in clubs anymore. I like Casamigos. I never tried none of that shit. I've drank Henny before to know that shit is fucking nasty and it'll fuck you up. But all of them
liquors that be getting introduced through hip-hop and shit like that, y'all be trying one after another and drinking one after another. I've seen y'all do it. Y'all been doing that shit since the fucking, since the Blue Bull commercials of the early 90s with Ice Cube and them. St. Ives, everything that these rap niggas took. You don't gotta do it, yo. But I've seen y'all hop on that shit, like, I guess that's probably why them niggas don't even probably even drink that shit. I don't got Ice Cube drinking no fucking, probably was drinking St. Ives back in the, 40 ounces in the NWA days, but nah. Drinking is bad, period. Us hustlers that took drug programs, they told us liquors were second worst to heroin. Yeah, if you look at somebody who's alcoholic, they age very, very fast. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I don't understand. Again, we got the same 24 hours. You can get 25 hours out of a day if you know what I know, but we got the same 24 hours in the day, man. You can get out and get you something productive going on in your life and get to you a comfort zone, and that's your heaven on earth. Peace.